Hello folks and welcome back. On this episode we're going to install a backup camera on the Casita travel trailer. We're going to actually VHB tape the camera to the top up here. We've already verified that the camera works. You need to verify the camera will transmit to your vehicle in front and it's strong enough to do that. We've already verified that. And then once we VHB it, we're going to put one hole penetration for the cable to go through for power. We're going to use a boat type hole penetration that seals up and allows us to run our power through and have a nice watertight seal. Alright, this is going to be the actual mount for the camera, and the first we're going to do is use alcohol to clean the back side of this mount. We're going to make sure that we get all oil, grease, anything on this mount off of it. The VHB tape or very high bond tape needs an actual very clean surface to get its best adhesion. So I'm just going to take some cotton balls with alcohol on them, clean it real good, and then make sure it's dry. Now that we have it clean here, we're going to go ahead and attach our VHB tape. All you're going to do is take the VHB tape, put it down across half of it here. My tape's wide enough for half of it. I'll push it on there and make sure it's tight. I'll take a razor knife. I'll cut it to length. Once I've got it cut to length, I'll put another strip down. Now you'll see here that I'm going to waste or go further down the roll to put the second strip on. That's because I've touched the end up there and I've got oils off my fingers on it and I want clean tape. So I'll waste that little portion of tape just to make sure I've got a clean portion. Then we'll cut that end off so that it's even. And then we'll cut the other end off so that it matches where it needs to be on the end of the mount. Alright, well, we're finished with this now. We're going to clean the trailer, get it ready, and then we'll mount the actual mount. Alright, now we're going to use our cotton balls and alcohol again to clean the trailer. You'll see I've put a mark on there. I'm trying to remove all of the oils, wax, everything that's on this fiberglass so we get a good adhesion of the VHB tape. Now that we've got it clean, we're going to pull the protective tape film off the back side of the VHB tape. Then we're going to take it up here and push it, line it up on our marks and push down on it as hard as we can. It takes a lot of pressure on these mounts and the VHB tape to get it in there securely. So as much as you can push down on it to get a good seal is what you need to do. Once we get it pushed on here tight and we feel like it's secure, then we'll go on to the next step, which is to drill a hole for the cable to go through and the connector. Now as I drill through here, one thing to keep in mind, this portion of the fiberglass is fairly thick. So it's going to take a minute to drill through the full fiberglass here. Now once you break through the fiberglass and you hit the carpet on the inside, actually flip your drill into reverse and drill through the carpet with it running in reverse. Now to keep it from winding up the carpet on the drill bit. Now that we have our hole drill, you can see I've put the rubber gasket on the connector here. I've put silicone around it. I'm going to just push it in the hole and hold it in there firmly. Angela's going to crawl up here and hold it in for me while I go inside to put the locking nut on the inside of it. It's hard to see the connector here, but I had to cut the carpet away and then I put the nut on the connector and tighten it down, and now I have a nice watertight seal. Now that we have the connector securely fastened to the trailer, next thing we're going to do is put the cable through. Put your nut on the cable first and then feed your cable through the watertight connector and push your cable all the way through. And then once you have your cable all the way through, take your locking nut for the outside, put it on, and just loosely tighten it up right now. And then the next thing we're going to do is put the 4 screws. This camera has 4 screws, and we're going to put the 4 screws in it along with the sunscreen that goes over it. As you can see, we've got it mounted now. I've tightened all the screws up and I've tightened the seal up that goes to the cable on the other side. Now we're going to go inside and hook up the electrical. As you can see here, we've got all the wires hooked up. It comes in through the connector here, it goes down. I ran it along the back wires that are in here already. I've heat shrinked all of the connectors, and then I came over here. It's a little hard to see because it's dark in there, but I actually hooked into the 2 DC wires going to the DC plug over here. you've got an orange and a white wire, and the orange goes to red on this wire and the white goes to black on this wire. I checked it with a voltmeter, and then I'm just going to stuff these wires down behind the other wires in here and did an operational check on it. Everything's good. I use heat shrink on all my connectors, so I have a good safe connection. And the last thing I'm going to show you here is the display in the Jeep with the backup camera on. And you can see that it looks good here into the parking spot at the storage facility. We hope this has helped you out if you want to put a backup camera on your Casita travel trailer. And remember, if you have any other questions or you need any other assistance, drop us a line. We'll be glad to try to help you out if we can. And if you like our videos, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day.